the New Age. It is I, your humble host, fellow monkey, chronicler of legend. And what could be more legendary than the Justice League itself? But I am already far ahead of myself. For you see, it is argued that there is more than one single thread of this reality. Indeed, one could argue for entire universe tapestries, shining in impossible colours more radiant than the human eye could ever behold. It is from one of these threads that we travel towards the new frontier of the Silver Age, and from whence we behold our subject.
Released direct-to-video in 2008, Justice League The New Frontier retells the origin of the Justice League but from the era of the space race, with all its accompanying grotesqueries. Superman, Batman and Wonder Woman are too powerful and mysterious to be contained, but they will be needed when a genuine Martian appears from nowhere, along with a very real threat from the stars. This animated movie was based on the comic book miniseries that shares its name, as written and drawn by Darwyn Cooke.
Now, come with me, my friends, to discover how a Silver Age Justice League was founded as we travel toward the New Frontier.
The year is 1954, and an extraterrestrial walks among us.
Better, perhaps, to say that a new alien walks among us. Of Superman, he laments the paranoia of Senator Joseph McCarthy. Paranoia enough that has seen the public turn against its heroes, forcing the Justice League to disband, and those that still choose to operate must register themselves with the authorities. Now why is it that this specific set of events seems so familiar?
A heist in Las Vegas introduces us to the fastest man alive, The Flash. And a mysterious force that can possess the mind, which might have something to do with an attempted murder in Gotham.
For you see, dear viewer, there is an approaching darkness, one which shall reveal itself in due time.
Back in Nevada, test pilot Hal Jordan discovers the truth about his employers at Ferris Aircraft.
At this point, the year is now 1956, and for 2 years, the green alien that arrived that night has eluded all attempts to locate him. It is at this point, of course, that we learn that he is, stereotypically enough, a Martian. And since they cannot locate the Martian for answers to what he is doing here, they must journey to Mars to receive their answers there.
But after a setup and attempted sting, the Flash announces his retirement.
Sad indeed is the world that shuns selfless heroism merely because of a mask.
And if that were not enough, J'onn J'onzz attempts to stow away on the Mars mission, which, even worse, was armed.
Yes, there were armaments aboard this rocket, in case the natives of Mars were unfriendly. But the rocket seems incapable of escaping our own atmosphere, let alone getting anywhere near Mars.
Hal Jordan tries to salvage the mission, but his co-pilot is quite insistent. And even the Man of Tomorrow can only do so much. But fate has still further plans for Hal Jordan, as he receives the gift of a very special ring.
For you see, dear viewer, Abin Sur had come to Earth to aid in the battle with our villain, the Centaur. However, he was caught in the explosion of the Mars rocket, and stricken and injured, fatally. Sensing his time, Abin Sur sent out his ring to find a suitable replacement. And as you can see, the ring found a suitable replacement in Hal Jordan. And just in time, for the center, a giant island of life gone mad, has made its first move against the Amazons of Themyscira. Heroes of all stripes assemble to fight it. However, the military of America are not so keen.
But in adversity, Superman convinces soldier and metahuman alike to come together to fight a greater foe. Behold at last our villain, the Center. Stronger even than Superman himself.
But if it so easily defeated the Man of Tomorrow, what chance has anyone else? Enter one Ray Palmer, with a miniaturization device that, as yet, still makes whatever it miniaturizes unstable and prone to exploding. However, this is perfect for weaponization, and so the plan is set that Barry Allen will take a modified version of this device and expose the surface of this center to its destabilizing rays. Bold indeed.
And so battle is joined. While inside the beast, Hal Jordan learns the measure of a Green Lantern.
Roger!
Which is opening enough for the Flash to play his part in this tale. But it isn't enough. And fate once more turns to Hal Jordan to destroy the center and save the Earth. But there is one final surprise.
This one has been asking for a woman named Lois.
For it is Arthur, King of Atlantis, that returns our Man of Tomorrow to the surface. And in time, all of these distinguished champions will band together to create a new Justice League. Such then is the legend of the New Frontier. And I deem this legend worthy of remembrance.
This is a slightly more adult tale, replete with blood and the occasional light swear. Let us not forget, though, that this is a period piece of another troubled time in American history, the 1950s, when the Red Scare turned Americans upon one another. But we won't go into that, so let's get to the performances. And while this animated movie is stuffed with stunt casting, the A-list cast are at least suited to their roles. My personal standout being Neil Patrick Harris's Barry Allen, a friendly, approachable Flash. Not that I've ever seen a Flash that was all that serious, but still. But the core of this story is the dual tale of J'onn J'onzz and Hal Jordan, our Green Lantern. And it is Miguel Ferrer providing the measured tones of the Manhunter, and David Boreanaz, who is perfectly pitched as the cocky, at least on the outside, test pilot Hal Jordan. But of Jordan, the character has hidden depths, as is shown in the introduction, where he discovers what it is to take a life. The flow of the movie isn't massively straightforward, having to introduce so many characters and tie their stories together, though it manages to do this admirably, as J'onn J'onzz adapts to life on Earth, and to being a police detective, while Hal Jordan discovers that his dream of the stars comes at a heavy price. And a nice touch is that Jordan receiving the all-important ring ties into the story. Which brings me to the flaws. Mostly, the blood that is spilled in this movie, and the inferences made at some point, seem more of a self-conscious distancing from the family-friendly tag that DC's superheroes seem to have such trouble with. But this at least is a minor flaw, and in coming together and embracing hope, we discover a new frontier, more glorious than ever before. In summary then, it's jarringly bloody in places, and it's definitely of its setting period, but it's a strong tale of a foe that not even Superman could fight alone.
And with these words, I direct you to that most interesting of sights, the subscription button, and its scintillating sidekick, the notification bell icon. And that you would be my hero, you may find in the sacred texts below the path to my financial salvation, or in your language, crowdfunding. I shall return 7 days hence for the tale of a singular princess of Themyscira. Until that time, I remain your humble host, fellow monkey, chronicler of legend, and I bid you, dear viewer, good day.